Hello, I'm Mighty Slim, and in part 2 of our look at how to play the bass line to Grace by Country Joe and the Fish, we are going to look at the next round of verses that start, I believe, with the line Warm Wind, and the pre-chorus and choruses that happen after that. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel below, Mr. Mighty Slim, and we have a link for part 1 below as well. Alright, so we ended with the that's how we ended in the previous video. Alright, so now, just like we had done normally, we're going to play the E note, 7th fret on the A. We'll play that for 1 bar. And then the 5th fret on the A for 1 bar, and repeat that twice. 7. Alright, now you have the part that starts with the line Warm Wind, if I'm not mistaken, right? And we're going to do the 1 bar E, 1 bar of D here. We're going to do that 3 times, and then at the end of that, we're going to hang on the E right here, 7th fret of the A. We're going to hang on that for 2 bars, and then we're going to repeat that whole thing again, right? So the intro's done now, the lyrics come in, and it's 7 5 7 5 7 5 3 times, and then the 7 for 2 bars, and repeat that whole thing that I just described twice. So we have so the thing of warm wind, and then and then again, whole repeat of that what we just did. So do 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 do. And now here's the Your Silver Streak flash. We'll play it, and then we'll try to break it down for you. Then we have alright, that should be pretty good there. So we have let's see where we are on our cheat sheet, and hopefully we wrote it right. So we have a 7 on the A string, and then 7, so 7 on the A, and then 7 on the D, then 9, 10, 9, and then 10 on the D. That's all 7, 9, 10s on the D. So and then 7 on, we got done with the 10 there, and then 7 on the 7 on the G, 10 on the D, right? And then 7 on the 7 on the G to 9 on the G. And there's a weird thing when he goes back. So just, we'll take that section. So and then we'll end it there. Now we have, and all right, so the line, all right, we ended there, and I'm going to show you the line now. We're not going to play this note twice, but I'm going to show you where it starts, where it does, starting with this note. All right, so then we have, so what is that? So of course the 9 on the G, and then 7 on the A, and then 9, 7, G, 10 on the D, and then 9, 10, 9 on the D, 7, 9, 7 on the D, to 10 on the A, right? So let's do that. Let's do that. So that was it. So let's do that whole thing. So starting from this note. All right, and then we're going to start again with the 7th fret on the A string. So let's play this section. So that's the 7 on the A, and then 7 on the D, 9 on the D, 10 on the D, 9 on the D, 10 on the D, 7 on the G, 10 on the D, and then 7, 9, 7, 9 on the G. So once again, so all right. Now we're into the what I call the chorus section, which is the across the tiny door of my mind, right? So now we have a lick that goes. Let's try it again. That's right. So that's 14 on the D, 14 on the G, 14 on the D, 16 on the G, 14 on the D, 17, 16 on the G to 14 on the D. So, all right, and now we had done that before. So that's the, that's right, yep. So that's the 12 on the D, 12 on the G, 12 on the D, 14 on the G, 12 on the D, and then 15, 14 on the G. So now we have, this part is new, so once again we're going down a whole step. All right, what is that? So that's 10th fret on the D, 10th fret on the G, 10th fret on the D, 12 on the G, 10 on the D, and then 13, 15, 13 on the G. So, and then our classic line of playing the 7th fret on the A string, and then slide 6 into 7 there. All right, so let's do that. Why not? Let's do that the whole section. Hopefully I'll get it right here. So right, okay, and now we have our new part, which is the which will be this. All right, and that's, what is that? So that's the 14 on the D, 14 on the G, 14 on the D, 16 on the G, 14 on the D, and then 17, 19, 17 on the G. So and now 12 on the D, 12 on the G, 12 on the D, 14 on the G, 12 on the D, and then 15, 14 on the G. Right, so, and then we had done, I think the very first time we ended it like this. So now we're going to go. So what was the final piece of the performance that we're doing here? So that's the 10th fret of the D, 10th fret on the G, 10th fret on the D, 12 on the G, 10 on the D, and then 13, 12 on the G to 10 on the D. So, and then your classic 7th fret on the A. And there it is. So let's do that little section there, and then we'll wrap it up for today's this lesson right here. So we have. And there you have it. All right, and then we're also going to look at, in our next video, we're going to look at the next round of and the next verse and whatnot. If you missed part 1, we have a link below to that. I sincerely hope you found this tutorial to be helpful. Leave me a comment, leave me a thumbs up that you liked it and found it helpful. I've always loved this bass line for a very, very long time. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel below, Mr. Mighty Slim. And we'll see y'all when the future gets here. Mighty Slim, over and out.